Hey nurses, Nurse Chris here. One of the questions that I get asked is, well, how much does this cost? How much is this going to cost me to start my nursing business? Okay, let me tell you something, all right? You don't have to go out there and start buying all of the things before you start making money, because you do want to make sure that your business is profitable for you. Okay, so in the beginning, one of the most or the most expensive um, expenses, I guess is the word, is going to be your articles of incorporation, which is basically you filing with the state. All right. How much does it cost? You can Google it. If you're already in my private nurse community, the list is already there. I went through all 50 states and I gave you basic information. If you're that brand new, it's there for you. Okay. So far, the most expensive state is Massachusetts. They want $500 for you to file a business with them. So, but everything else, most other states, it's between 50 to 200. That's what I'm finding. Okay. So that is a must. You have to, if you want to if you want to be a legitimate business, right? A business, have a business structure. So that fee, not counting that fee, your everyday, how do I run this? Okay. Which, by the way, I know. Which, by the way, I have a wonderful guide on how to do that. It's called Nurse CEO Tools. And I think it's like $27. And there's like over 60 links in there. And this is everything that I've learned over the past year. Okay. And these are things that I use. And I actually add more to it. Did you know that you can get 3 websites for $9 for the whole year? Yes, baby. Yes. Yes. And it's in that guide. Okay. And actually I'm gonna remember to put I'm gonna try to remember to put the link in the description and in one of the comments. If I don't, somebody just, hey Chris, you didn't put the link, give it to us and I'll do that. Okay. So outside of that, okay, outside of your paying for your LLC, your EIN, it's free. Do not ask anybody, do not pay anybody to get an EIN for you. You can go to the IRS website, baby, and have that in less than 20 minutes. Okay. Yes, it's free. All right. So we are going to start basic. You ain't got to do all the things. All right. What I highly suggest that you get, and remember, I'm coming at it from my perspective where I did post-op concierge nursing. Okay, I went to the surgery centers, and those are really my clients, and then they send their clients to me. Okay, so I used Google Workspace. Google Workspace is the best. Okay, you let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I've learned. Okay, so you really okay, so you really don't need the $14 a month plan. You really don't. The reason why I got it initially was for the e-signatures, right? The basic plan, I think it's called standard maybe, or the $7 a month plan, it didn't have the e-signature capability, and I needed that for my contracts. So I upgraded to the $14 a month plan. Why? Because when I was looking at DocuSign and some of the other things, I was like $20 a month, and I don't have any clients yet, right? So that will literally be coming out of my pocket, and I didn't know when I was going to get my first clients. I was just like, well, since I know I'm going to be using Google anyway, I might as well. Okay. And I believe on that $14 a month plan, oh yeah, the other reason I'm keeping it because I can record my sessions. So when I do my lives in the private community, I record those. And when I have like my one-on-one telehealth sessions with my clients, I can record those as well. So that's why I'm keeping the $14 a month plan. But let me tell you, if I'm gonna get you don't okay. with the e-signatures, we're not using Google Workspace anymore because it's clunky, right? I found another one which is free for 25 contracts. It's free. It's called Bold Sign, and it looks a lot better. Okay, so you can keep your $7 a month Google Workspace. Okay, and it does everything. You got your forms. Um, you got email. You can do the Google Meet. You have everything. And now there's this new thing called Google Videos, which I haven't really played with yet. But it's like you can write a script, probably like for a YouTube, and it will turn it into a video for you. It will turn your document into a video. I know I have it on the $14 plan. I don't know if it's on the $7 plan, but if that's something you need, you can look into that. Okay. So you have so let's just go. You have your $7 one, you have your free bold sign, okay? Like I said, 25 templates for free, and you can even add your logo and colors to it. And you know, most templates, when you're doing something free, they don't allow you to customize it as such. Bold sign does. Okay. So then the other thing you're going to want to do is, let me tell you something. And remember, we're talking about basic. We're talking about just getting started. Okay. Oh, also, this is another reason why I got the $14 Google plan, because baby, you can book appointments on the calendar. You hear me? You can book appointments on the calendar and also add a payment link. Do you hear me? For $14 a month. So you don't have to add Calendly. You don't have to pay for Calendly. You don't have to pay for Acuity. You don't have to do any of that because Google Workspace does that for you. You have that option on the $14 a month plan. Bam. You're welcome. Okay. So where was I? Oh, website. Baby, remember, we're keeping this simple. Right? Do you know that I found a website where you can get 9 websites for you can get 3 websites for $9. And if you want a little bit more, you can get 10 for 19. You hear me? Did you hear what I just said? Okay. Now, that's that, right? You can also, what you're going to also need is a domain name, which is like a .com or a .org. That's like, well, depending on where you go, you can go to cheapo.com or godaddy.com. They're like, it's like 99 cents for the first year. All right. And you can add it to one of those websites that I was telling you about for like $9 a month. Honestly, for me, that $9 a month website, I didn't even know. It sure does say 6weekacademy.crrd.co. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Right? And the other one says Nurse Chris B. dot something CRRD. I don't care. Right? So you can do it like that. But my actual website for my clients, I have that on Squarespace because that's what I knew first. I have that on Squarespace. I've had that for a year. I'm not going to try to switch all of that over. Okay. So far we got $7. We have $9, which is what? Is that, I don't know, $16 so far? Okay. If you choose to get a domain, I don't know, 99 cents for the first year, maybe $1.99. So we're under 20 bucks right now. Okay. So actually $14 because you want to have the scheduling ability. So that's 14 plus 7, which is 21, plus another, let's just say $3. So you're at like a 25-ish dollars for the month so far. All right. The next thing you need to have is a virtual mailbox. Okay. So the virtual mailbox, it's $15 a month. So 25 plus 15 puts us at, was that $40 a month. Okay. And honestly, to get started, that's all you need to get started. okay, money wise, because depending on what you do, like I use Stripe, so Stripe is free, okay. Um, Banking, I use Novo, and it's free. You can sign up for it. I have a you go to the link in my description, and go to my link tree, and in my link tree there's a link to all of my affiliates, right? So that is free. You can open up a bank account without any money in it. But let me tell you something. We both get $40, but this is how we get it. Once you keep $100 in that account for 30 days, you get $40, I get $40. Okay? So I think right now we're under 50 bucks. We're under 50 bucks. That's how you start. And let me tell you, there's so many ways to piece things together. Okay? I use Google Forms for everything, right? For everything. Okay? And even like with my newsletter and with my freebies, it's Google Forms on my nursechrisby.crrd whatever website. It's a Google form. The challenge was, okay, how am I going to get how am I going to get the PDF to you, right? So what I had to do on the back end is when you get your confirmation actually sends you to um, there's a link in the confirmation message that will send you to a page. And on that page, it has the two PDFs. That's my workaround. I don't have to, I mean, I'm paying for it in Google. I don't think I'm going to do anything else right now. It's free. Okay. And of course, we got to talk about HIPAA. So in the Google, in the Google workspace, there is a way to make it HIPAA compliant. You got to check a couple of boxes to make it HIPAA compliant. Okay? And so for what? Under 50 bucks a month, right? That's how I started my business. Okay? Um now I do have some extra. I've added on some extra things now. So I think I pay like right now my to run my business with everything that I have is like 175, I believe I calculated. But when I first started, it was $50 a month. And that's it. You don't have to go wild and doing all the things because you got to make sure you're making money first. And you don't want this to come out of your pocket, right? So when I got my bank account, I put $200 in there. I seeded it with $200. And that was it. That's what I used. And then when money started to come in, okay, boom. That was it. That was great. Okay? So I hope you found this helpful for you. Like I said, start simple. Start very, 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 very simple. Google Workspace is your friend. It does so much. Once you make that bad boy HIPAA compliant, baby, you're good to go. My name is Nurse Chris. So happy to help you. Don't forget, link in the description. Join the private nurse community. We can talk about these things. We can answer your questions. There's templates. There's monthly Q&A. And also I have a 6-week signature program to get you from step by step by step for 6 weeks from idea to actually getting your first client. All right? See you on the inside.